Insomnia, welcome to my channel, it's Science Time. So today's video is the first part of my reaction to the Dreamcatcher Nightmare storyline explained by SinB. The second part comes out during next week. Let's get right into this because, do I understand the nightmare concept? Yeah, more or less, but I always miss details in their MVs, so I'm quite excited to see the details that I missed. Let's get right into this. If you like this video, do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and you can check the cards for my Dreamcatcher reactions. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to an in-depth analysis of Dreamcatcher's Nightmare Saga. Please keep in mind that this is my complete interpretation of the lore after collating my own research and consultations of the theories formulated by other people, so take this with a grain of salt. Before we start, I would
I'm reacting to this, even though, the person said take this with a grain of salt and everything, but I'm reacting to this video because you guys recommended this video to me, so I'm pretty sure this is good.
I'd like to emphasize 7 main points. It is important to stress out the following details. These are recurring themes, so pointing these out right now will do me so much favor. Also, please excuse my English. It is the third language I learned. Thank you. First premise, the girls are witches from the very start, and they formed a coven. There are just overwhelmingly numerous indications that support this premise. The presence of the antler's head, skulls, feathers, marbles, beads, flowers, candles, photos of random people, and even the spider, all point towards this premise. Furthermore, the girls wear coven outfits at the end of Good Night. 2 of the girls, Xian and Suwa, are seen wearing the same and fly high. Second premise, they each have a pure, untainted psyche and an evil, menacing psyche. These 2 opposing psyches form one identity of the girls. This is the duality theme of the series. But if the evil psyche overpowers the pure psyche, the girl gets corrupted. A change in physical features signals corruption, such as changes in the eyes, hairstyles, or facial expressions. The girls, throughout the series, will be conflicted and will question themselves from time to time as to who they really are. You can say this is their inner battle. They are going to face nightmares and begin to question their identity. Should they accept this other reality? Third premise, the girls were not nightmares from the very beginning. They once lived innocent lives at the start of Fly High. Again, they were witches from the start, but not nightmares. They become nightmares only at the end of Fly High. Fourth premise, each girl represents a nightmare. Jiyu represents the fear of being chased by a stranger. Suwa represents the fear of restraint or inability to move. Xian represents the fear of being trapped in confined spaces. Pandong represents the fear of being stared at. Yu Yan represents the fear of being lost or in an unknown place. Dami represents the fear of being hurt, bleeding, or having scars. Gaian represents the fear of falling from high places. Since I have already made this clear, I won't be mentioning this detail later on. Fifth premise, the main antagonist is the Spider Queen or Spider Lady. She makes her first full appearance in You and I, but has been disturbing the girls since Fly High. The second antagonists are the evil psyches or counterparts of the girls. This is their other reality. They are them, but their evil selves have a different plan for them. The third antagonists are the nightmare hunters, like the guys in Chase Me and Good Night. Sixth premise, the book enables the girls to perform extraordinary things. It is revealed they are able to even break free from curses, and turn things around. It is still unknown as to how much power the book wields. Interestingly, during Bogan era, the girls reveal to us that the book is the most important object in the storyline. Last premise, this is the main theory which I think best connects the different timelines. I would like to give credit to the primary source of this theory. This is a highly plausible theory but is not often discussed. Evidently, pictures of people play a vital role in the series. Not only is the infamous picture of Dreamcatcher members that appears in the Nightmare Trilogy and You and I, a recurring theme, but it is possible that they are trying to protect this picture, even framing it at one point. It turns out that the girls can perform rituals on people through their original photos. They can invoke nightmares on the subject of the photos. Likewise, the hunters can do the same to the girls if they obtain the girl's original photo. This will be explained further.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is so interesting. It started out really interesting. Oh, okay. But just one thing. Deja vu in the flute, like it sounded so freaking good. I almost like didn't. I was conflicted. Should I pay attention to the melody of Deja vu because it sounds amazing, or should I pay attention to what is being said? I tried to do both because, the melody sounded so freaking good. Really good choice in terms of melody. Full moon.
Let's move on to the story. The story starts with their first anniversary fan song, Full Moon. The music video introduces two main characters, a young girl who is fond of flowers and a boy in his 20s. The music video reveals how the girls can haunt or cast spells on people, while Chase Me shows how entering into people's dreams, in nightmare form, is possible. Like Suwa and Dami, Full Moon reveals to us that by obtaining people's photos originally taken, and performing a ritual that somewhat involves flowers, concocted liquids, and tarot cards, the girls can invoke nightmares to the subject of the photo. This is shown in the music video where the boy, the object of the young girl's affection, experiences nightmares.
I don't think I've seen this video. I don't think I've seen the Full Moon music video. Did I not find it? I don't know what happened, but I don't remember seeing this video.
He grows up to be the hunter journalist in Chase Me who suffers a more cruel fate. The girls can invoke nightmares and force people to do things they do not expect. The boy goes to the young girl's house, as if being controlled. One girl in her young age is able to perform this witchcraft, in the woods, as long as she has the photos of potential victims. This girl is most likely young Guyan, as she makes this appearance in her bed in Fly High when she is surrounded with flowers, and in Chase Me, the guy seems to recall her face, encircling it, because he saw her in his nightmares that day. Now that the main theory is clear, let's move on to Fly High.
Oh my god. Like, it makes sense. It makes so much sense.
7 witches, isolated from the rest of the world, in what seems to be a boarding school, lived innocent and happy lives. Witches are not very welcome to the rest of the world. In fact, they are normally hunted and exterminated. Their psyches are still pure at this point, as symbolized by the butterflies around Jiyu. Curiosity gets the better of them, however. Leader Jiyu catches a spider. This is not surprising because she is a witch and spiders are such great specimens to experiment with. Yuyan is in an unknown place, a forest, by herself, touching a mirror. Black tar or liquid consumed her mirror image. Without a doubt, something evil is on the other side of the mirror, their evil psyches or realities. It transitions to a girl in white dress, Xian's evil psyche, smiling, while pulling the ear of her bunny doll, as if she accomplished something. We later find out that Yuyan gets corrupted at this point, as seen in the change in hairstyle and facial expression. It seems that evil Xian influenced Yuan to venture into the woods. Everything is downhill from here on. The girls, one by one, get corrupted and cursed. A lady with white veil and candles is responsible for the corruption of most of the members. Please remember this minor detail because we will encounter her true identity, in Piri. Gaion gets corrupted, and the scene transitions to evil Xian once again, as if she is in control of everything. Handong's corruption is shown by her lifeless body in the bathtub. It turns out that sending a black paper plane has a deeper meaning. Paper plane is a symbolism for innocence and youth. The fact that it is black and she sends it out entails corruption at this point. Suwa, Shiyuan, and Dami, looking down from the stairs, can sense that something wrong is going on with Gaion, Handong, and Yuyuan. In the dining table scene, the girls are divided into two, those who are corrupted, and those who are not. Just look at their eyes and the objects they are holding. White books for the untainted girls, black books for the corrupted girls. We later learn that Jiyu's evil psyche is already out, playing the piano. You may be wondering why all these things are happening. We then learn what triggers the curse. Yuan, who is potentially influenced by her evil psyche, burns the spider to death using a magnifying glass.
Yuyan. Even when I was watching the Fly MV, like, why? The necessity, the poor spider.
She smiles while tormenting the spider. In some Native American and First Nations cultures, a dreamcatcher includes sacred items such as certain feathers or beads. It originates in Ojibwe culture as a spider web charm that serves to protect people from nightmares. Now that the relation between spiders and dreamcatchers are clear, we see the pure psyches of the girls burning as well, which signify that the Spider Queen has abandoned their dreamcatchers and will not be protecting them from nightmares anymore. The innocent and playful girls that we saw at the start are gone. They're cursed, or in the process of being so, to put simply. This is probably why in Guyon's scene, feathers and beads are scattered in the room, to imply that her dreamcatcher is destroyed. The video then confirms the narrative that they are witches, because one of the girls can perform witchcraft. Dami is seen with floating books, as she finds ways to counteract the curse that is disturbing her sisters. She investigates the same room where Guyon gets corrupted. We see the same colored feathers, books, and flowers on the floor. Unfortunately, she, too, succumbs to the darkness. Jiyu makes contact with her evil psyche, which surprises her, as if she knows what is going on. Theory is that she sees the butterflies around her get burned. She flees from the scene, looking back from time to time. Keep this in mind because we see this parallelism in You and I. Evil Xian is outside the school grounds, holding a bunny doll and some sort of rolled canvas, which is most probably the original picture of the girls, judging by its size and color. However, she is not alone. She is later joined by Suwa's evil psyche. They hold hands, and will continue to do so in Chase Main. Interestingly, evil Suwa is holding a big book. Evil Xian and evil Suwa wear coven outfits. They, too, are witches. These two are most probably the evil psyches of Xian and Suwa, who have yet to overpower them. This takes us back to why Suwa seems to be the dividing line in the dinner scene. The big book is with her, so perhaps she plays a very important role in their coven. The two must have performed the same ritual in full moon on the girls, when the girls are most vulnerable as ever because the Spider Queen has abandoned their dream catchers. We can say that these two facilitated everything that happened so far. They drove the girls to this situation for a reason we have yet to discover. Fly High ends with Jiyu closing the school gate, facing the nightmare all by herself. This is to trap and seal the curse or nightmares in the school grounds, and at the same time prevent innocent outsiders from entering the haunted place. What a leader. We see her evil psyche, moments after closing the gate. It is implied that soon after, that the girls have all lost to their evil psyche, becoming corrupted. This perhaps the effect of the spider's curse, as each girl becomes vulnerable to outside forces like nightmares. In the outro, Suwa stabs the edge of the original photo, to fit it in a frame. Notice that the girls can hardly look at it. It is as if they want to destroy it. The girls in the picture are gone, they are different now. But for some reason, they cannot let go of it, their past selves. They even framed it and kept it isolated in a room in Chase Me, maybe for somebody to discover. Moving on, for me, Suwa, at this point, is very suspicious. She is probably the head of the coven. The dining table scene and the ritual scene in Chase Me all point toward the same detail. Her evil psyche is the bearer of the book, an object that can do wonders. Also, she stabs the edge of the picture. But why her? This theory will be discussed further in You and I. Going back, we see this same picture of the girls in Chase Me, only this time, it is framed. It seems that they need to protect and preserve that picture. Once again, the theory is that the girls are able to perform rituals on people if they have their original pictures. Likewise, they, too, are susceptible to the same ritual. As nightmares, they can be captured or if a person gets hold of their original picture. Second part of the outro shows the girls forming a pentagram, a symbol highly associated with witchcraft and rituals. They are perhaps trying to remove the seal the good Jiyu placed that prevents outsiders from entering the place, eventually transforming the place into a hotel which people would most likely visit. They cannot go out, but outsiders may come in. They are overpowered by their evil psyches, and are now extremely dangerous to the rest of the world. Their evil psyches want the rest of the world to notice them, unlike their good psyches, which are innocent and content with the way things originally are.
Okay, this makes me think that I never pay attention to their music videos, because this all makes sense, but did I see it? No. My god.
In Chase Me, people can now enter the place. The girls are not anymore isolated from the rest of the world because of the pentagram and Fly High. This MV shows the girls in their corrupted nightmare forms, who are trapped in the hotel that is previously a boarding school. This means that Jiyu's plan, when she was still not corrupted, to seal and trap the girls in the school grounds is a success. They have now assumed spiritual forms. This is most likely the end result of the curse of the spider. According to the girls in an interview, this hunter is sent to investigate what happened to the girls after Fly High. So definitely, chase me occurs after Fly High. A hunter journalist enters the hotel and notices Jiyu. He points the camera to her, but the camera cannot capture or record her image. This supports the theory that the original photos of the girls cannot be taken, or else they will be captured. But it turns out he has a reproduced picture of the girls, when they were still not corrupted. He encircles Gyeon's head, aiming for her. He experiences nightmares while he is asleep, Suwa and Dami's nightmare, and awake, Gyeon, Jiyu, Shiyuan, Yuan, Handong's nightmare. He tries his best to digitally capture the girls, while enduring the nightmares one after another. Yuan is able to confuse the hunter of the real location of the picture, by indicating all rooms as room 808. Finally, he witnesses one of the girls making her entry in one of the rooms. This might be a mistake on one of the girls' part, or maybe the girls actually wanted the hunter to follow them. So far, the girls have been more playful than scary. Journalist forces his way through the said room. He finds a photo of the girls framed in one of the walls. He is clearly surprised, even dropping his axe. Why is he so surprised? He literally has an exact copy of the picture. This is because, shortly thereafter, he learns that it is no ordinary photo. A short glimpse of the girls from the past flashes by his eyes. The picture was very much alive, and is in fact, the original photo of the girls. He smiles as he is one step away from capturing them. Did the girls really mess up? Or maybe deep down, the girls wanted him to see who they once were?
Okay. This
In
makes
Good Night,
so much sense.
the original photo of the girls is in the possession of the hunter journalist. He captures them. The girls are now stuck in the dream world and can only interact with the real world through mirrors. Jiyu, Dami, and Handong are on the other side of the mirror. Handong can see through the real world as long as she wills it. The book is introduced once again, which is the same book in Evil Suwa's arm in Fly High. Flipping through the pages of the book causes some of the girls to experience nightmares. Gyeon is seen falling endlessly. Suwa is restrained. Meanwhile, Yuyeon and Shiyeon are being chased. The undisturbed girls, Jiyu, Dami, and Handong manage to retrieve the book by performing a special ritual in the dream world. We later learn that the book contains the nightmares that the girls represent. By burning some pages of the book, the girls are released from the nightmares, consequently, from the dream world. In celebration, they threw a bunch of books and pieces of evidence that the hunter journalist has, onto the mirror, to show that they now have complete agency over the real world. The hunter's attention shifts to a Dreamcatcher. He grabs it and somehow, the worlds shift. He is now inside the dream world while the rest of the girls are outside, and free. The book enabled the girls not only to break free from the journalist, but also from Jiyu's trap. They can now go outside, which leads us to our next setting, the UN dimension. In the woods, however, careless Dami drops the book. In the same outro, the girls are being watched from a distance, by huge green lights resembling an eye. This is most likely the Spider Lady's gaze, which we will later on encounter.
Oh my god, okay. I said that I was going to divide this video into parts, and I plan on doing it, but I was very entertained. Yeah, I was very entertained watching this. Oh my god, like it all makes so much sense now. Finally, I understand things. It's good to understand things for once, you know? Oh, okay. How am I going to do this? Like, I want to see the rest right now, but I can't, but, oh my god! This makes so much sense now. Everything. Okay. I really should pay more attention to their MVs, because I'm clearly missing out a lot. This is wonderful. I think that Suwa's SinB really made a really good, like, collection of evidence. And this presenting it really, really well. But this was it for today, guys. I hope that you liked it, and, you know, next week we'll find out the rest. Are you excited? Because I am. I really am. This is wonderful. Wow, Suwa's SinB did a wonderful job so far. Don't you guys think? I think so. So this was it for today, guys. I hope that you liked it, and I really hope that you're having a wonderful day. Bye! Mwah!